Hi,
Hey y'all!
Hi everyone.
Thanks for stopping back by. We had an interesting situation that happened last night that we wanted to share. So Kaleb, most kids get devices these days. Kaleb is not an exception. And over the years, he's gotten the devices, our cell phones, for different reasons, off and on. Well, we're trying to break that in him because thanks to puberty, he has been getting a little bit aggressive when it's time to take away the device.
And even if we give enough warning, there's been times.
Yes, Kaleb does work better with warnings, being reminded 700,000 times that things are changing. But he has still been having a hard time breaking that fixation. It's part of the psychology of it, the dopamine that's released and all of that.
Yeah.
We're all addicted to it, but
we have the capacity to be addicted to it.
Yes, but the issue with Kaleb's brain and the way that his brain works, his fixation is deeper. And so we're trying to transition him away from that as much as possible and only let him have them for a specified amount of time. And he doesn't get it if he's in a tantrum fit mode. He has to be calm. Right. He has to be obedient. Right. He has to be doing what's expected for the reward of the device. Right. And all he plays on the device, on my phone, he usually gets my phone, is YouTube. And we put the volume all the way down because he flips back and forth through videos really quick. Right. Well, last night we had a really bad storm, and Jeremy was giving Kaleb the warning that the TV might be breaking. When Kaleb comes home from school, he gets the TV for a while, and usually in the evenings we turn the TV off around 6 to 7 is the time frame that we turn the TV off. And if he's had it all afternoon, he's really good about, okay, the TV's off, now I'm going to go play, and we start getting bads. And
he transitions well because he knows the routine.
Well, last night, because of our storm, he had my phone for a little while. Jeremy and Rachel and I were watching a show, which is a time when he gets the device. And at the end of our show, the power went out.
End of our show?
Yes.
Okay.
We were about to start a show for Kaleb, and the power went out.
And he knew that, and so that's, even though I did give him the warning beforehand, it just didn't stick.
So he kind of spiraled.
Yeah.
He really had a hard time. We had to...
We were trying to say broken, it just didn't work.
So what I did is I took him around the house and showed him, we flipped all the switches on. Turned on all the switches and said, oh, look, it doesn't work. Oh, let's try another one. Oh, this one doesn't work. Let's go to your room. Does that one work? We turned it on, and it didn't work.
And I'm up here praying and hoping this works because I would like to not have him on a device.
But unfortunately, he didn't. He was confused. Yeah. He didn't understand. And so we used his talker to give him those words. I'm confused. I'm frustrated. He doesn't know those words. He needs to know how to say, I don't understand. This upsets me. And so we ultimately ended up giving him Jeremy's tablet because it is an alternate device that
we can just use and burn up the battery if we need to. We save our phones.
And so our power was out for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
And so through the evening, and it didn't come on until after we had put them to bed. And so Kaleb had Jeremy's tablet for about an hour, and he was still kind of in a bit of a hard moment when we took it away, but I put him right in the bathtub, and that was a good distraction for him, and let him actually hang out in the tub. We take a bath real quick around here, and I let him actually play in the water, and that was a good distraction. And when we got out of the tub, he was that fixation was broken. Now, as we've been trying to break the amount of time he's had on the device, we have implemented putting our phones in hidden locations.
Yeah.
And keeping them on silent in the afternoons. Yesterday, I had to pull out my phone to text some different people about a meeting last night. And that's when he saw it. And he's like, oh, wait, hey, that's mine. I want to play with that. And so, we're trying to implement different strategies to help minimize his time on
the device. So that's not such a
fighting point.
Yeah, that he doesn't need it. It's something he does for fun, but we want to make it where he doesn't really have to feel like he has to have every single day. You can go some days without it.
It's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of where society is that this is what's happening, and so we try, because we've seen the trigger being the device. There was a day last week I had to leave, and I took my phone away from him kind of quickly, and he wasn't quite ready to be done with it. He went into meltdown mode on Jeremy.
Yeah.
And it took him a while to calm down, but I knew the trigger was the phone.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I was gone, and I came back, and she left quickly, and I didn't know it was a phone. I thought it was something else. And so, but you just work through it the best you can. You be as calm as you can, but you just gotta help them through it, because they just don't get it.
And this is what we're doing to deal with it, and we'd love any ideas or suggestions or thoughts about what strategies you have implemented in your home to help mitigate the digital addiction for your child or children. And what kind of reactions do you have when you take said device away? We'd love to hear your thoughts or comments or ideas.
If you have any questions, please do ask them in the
comments
below.
We hope you all have a fantastic day.
Yes, have a great day, wonderful day.
And if the power goes out again, what are you gonna do?
Yes.
So we figured out, before we go. Last night we have these little lanterns that we have for power outages.
Like the size of my fist.
Yeah. And it was cool because Jeremy gave Kaleb one after his bath, and Kaleb happily played with it under his blanket in his bed.
Yeah, just like
And so we realized that next power outage, because you learn lessons and then you figure out what to do for the next time, because we live in Texas, power outages are going to happen. We live in a wooded neighborhood. Trees are going to fall. But we realized next time we can give Kaleb one of those lanterns to either play with in his room or play with at his table and color and draw and that kind of thing. So,
an alternate for his lamp. He has a lamp that he colors over.
So yeah, we're excited and in agreement, and that's the most important thing. We just want to bless you, bless your marriage, bless your family with unity and peace and deep connections. And
because this can be a hard thing for the family.
So we hope you all have a great day. Talk to you later.